Hi, what is up YouTube? Hope you're doing well. From today, I'm going to be taking you onto a journey with me. As I always say, I am a mentor, I have my own Discord, and I always want to be very transparent when it comes to trading. So I want to show to you all what I'm doing. I already started this 1.6 million prop firm challenge, but I thought since I've been more active on YouTube, it would have been a nice idea to show you the full process, show you what it's like, show you how I tackle it. And I don't know where this is going to end. I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to show you the trades I take. I'm going to show you all my data. I'm going to show you the losing streaks. I'm going to show you the winning streaks. A lot of them are already on my channel, but to me it's important that you really have a insight into the process of getting funded, into scaling. As you know, I've lost some funding in the past, and for me this is what we call scaling season. I'm really trying to push up my capital once again, and I'm doing quite well. I was doing quite well, and I've already lost some challenges. Some firms have gone down, so I decided like 2 months ago to really start again, buy some prop firm challenges and really scale up the capital. So without further ado, I'm going to explain to you which prop firms I'm trading with right now, and then I'm going to go over each and one of them and explain how the accounts are doing by now, because I already traded some accounts, I already passed some accounts, and I breached one account. So I'm going to explain that to you, what happened. I'm going to show you which accounts I'm trading, which are my favorites to work with, and then I'm going to show you some data and how you can do this yourself. So without wasting too much of your time, let's move into this challenge. Let's look at the prop firms that I'm currently trading. So I'm going to move this a bit to the left. And currently these are the challenges that I decided to buy. So we have FTMO, of course. As you know, I was trading with FTMO, but then I made a stupid mistake. Somebody told me he had a trading bot, and I put one of the FTMO accounts, because I only had one back in the time. I put a trading bot on the account, and he said, well, it's going to be easy, it's going to be making 2-3% per month, and that's already the biggest mistake. So I lost that FTMO again. So unfortunately I have to scale back, and I really want to get those FTMOs back. So that's quite important, part one. That's why I of course have 2 accounts with FTMO, because they're one of the bigger firms out there. Then I of course have a partnership with FXIFY, so of course I bought 3 accounts with them, because I strongly believe these guys are really doing a great job. They have a broker supporting them, so people are actually getting A-booked, actually having their trades executed in the market. So that's quite an interesting one for me. So a prop firm that actually A-books its traders is going to be around for a while, so that's quite important. So that's why FXIFY is the one I partner with, and I'm gonna leave some data in the bottom of the video, in the description, and I'm gonna give you a 10% code for that firm. But I'm a strong believer, but do your own research, go and look at the website, and check out why they're really good. Now, when trading the prop firms, FTMO, Alpha Capital, I don't know about Funded Next, been a while since I traded on the account, but these have higher spreads. So the FTMO account has a very high spread if you're trading on lower time frames. Alpha Capital has a high spread, but FXIFY, they have such a nice spread on the accounts. You can actually take raw spread accounts as well, but I have the no commission account, I think. But the spreads on the accounts are just, I think I have 1 account or 2 accounts without the spreads. It's so nice to trade with. So I'm a big fan. That's why I partner with them, with everything they're doing. So that's why the 3 accounts with FXIFY. Then I have Alpha Capital Group. I have 1 account that I already passed. So I'm going to show that to you. Most of the trades, I've already made a trade breakdown on the YouTube channel. So 1 account is going to be passed here as well. 1 account is going to be passed here, and 1 account is going to be breached here. So that's how the challenge started. Well, it's quite nice, good win ratio, 2 accounts passed, 1 account is breached. So I'm trading this with more risk, but I'll explain to you later in the video. And then recently Alpha Capital was doing a 30% discount, so of course I bought another Alpha Capital Group account. Then I have this Funded Next account. I think this is the most the most special one. A lot of my losing streak has been traded on Funded Next, so Funded Next has taken a lot of losses. It went to -7, 8, I think, even lower, and it's still positive right now. So it's quite nice to see how I evolved, how I it was quite challenging, that account, and I thought, well, maybe I might fail it, but then suddenly I took a win on the account, so it's quite nice how the account recovered. But I'm gonna show you all the data from every account because I really want to be very transparent in this video, and I already want to explain if I breach an account, if I fail an account, I'm just gonna share it with you because that's how it should be. I should tell you transparently that this is normal. People fail accounts, people get accounts. This is just part of the journey. Of course, it would be perfect if I would get all the accounts, but of course I had a losing streak. And unfortunately, I breached one account because it took 2 or 3 losses in a row. I tried to switch the accounts, but unfortunately, one of the accounts was breached. But then again, the 2 accounts that got passed, they didn't take those losses. So that's how you can trade. But some people want to trade all the accounts together. For me, it is more nice to just for me, it's a bit more easy on the risk tolerance level that I just trade one account, move on to the next account, take another trade, move to the next account, move to the next account. And this is just how I'm trading. And in that case, if I have a losing streak as I'm having right now, not all the accounts get breached. So sometimes one account, maybe 2 accounts get breached, but we still manage to pull a lot of capital through. So that's how I'm going to be tackling this. That is my goal in trading this, and let's move into the accounts. So let's start with FTMO. So if we move to the FTMO website, this is my old account. As you can see, this end date is wrong because it's from long ago. But this is the 2 accounts that I mentioned that I bought in a challenge. As you can see, this account, let's move into the metrics of the first account. I've been trading for a while, but I had a losing streak. So as you can see on this account, I started out, I was doing really well actually. And actually on every account you're going to see I had a big winning streak. But then after that winning streak, I had a losing streak. So unfortunately, that's something I'm still dealing with in my trading journey. And I'm going to be sharing you all the insights about my trading journey as well. As you can see, I'm moving up. I even went to like 5%. Then at this point, I was what is it? Where is the balance? Yeah, it's almost 6%. So I was very close to actually passing this account. And then unfortunately, I had some big losses hitting the account. So this account was very nice. It was very nice that it was up positively, but it took some losses. But luckily, I had a big winning streak. So if you look at the data, profit target is not passing, so we still, it's around break even. But as you can see, it took 3 losses with a lot of risk into the market. So unfortunately, I had a losing streak, and this account took 3 of the losses. But fortunately, it took 2 big wins as well. So this is the most unfortunate account. It was close to passing. I have a second one in my losing streak that had this happen to it. But as you can see, the wins, I have a good risk to reward, and the account is still doing well. So unfortunately, the account is at break even again, but nothing lost, and I'm still going to be trading this account, of course. So if we move on back to the second account, we'll have this account, and it took some losses as well, but this one is still positive. It didn't take that many losses because I trade every account separately. As you can see at this account, it was so close to passing. This is so sad. The account was at 18K. So it's 9%, so I just needed 1% to pass the account. And then suddenly here it happened. I think taking some small losses, and it just dropped down. But I'm still managing. I stopped trading the account, and here, actually this one took 3 losses as well. Maybe 4 actually, not sure what this is. This is a winning trade, and yeah, it's nothing special, but these are 3 losses. So this one took 3 losses as well. So as you can see, I had a very big losing streak, but before that losing streak, I had 3 nice winners. So that's the issue I told you about. I had a very nice winning streak, but then after I had a losing streak, I had it on this account, I think on 3 accounts actually, so it's quite nasty. But nothing I can do there. I'm just showing you how the real life trading is, what I'm doing, and the reality behind trading. It's not only posting wins, and I just want to share this with you because I think a lot of people get shown some fake guru stuff, and this is actually real. I cannot fake this data. This is real, and I just gotta share this with you because I think a lot of people will actually find this useful, to see somebody explaining the real side. I just gotta be transparent about it. This is what happens. of course, I had some good trades as well. Okay, maybe if I didn't have the good trades, I wouldn't have made the video, who knows, but I'm growing in that part as well. But as you can see, this is what happened on the FTMO accounts. I think some of the trades have been explained on the YouTube channel as well, but in the end of the video I'll give you some extra trades that I'm looking for this week, so it's going to be a nice video where you can see all the data. And I'm not going to explain all the trades that I took right now, but I'll explain the trades that I will be taking, that I'm focusing on for the next week. So if we move on, we have of course FXIFY, which is my favorite prop firm of them all. That's why I have a partnership with them. As I said before, I have a 10% discount code. It's going to be in the description. It is Yori10 and you get a 10% discount. But if you don't know about the prop firm, let me move my camera. You can just go to the website and you can check them out. They have, if my internet wants to work of course, but they have a lot of interesting things, why you should actually go for them. I'm not sure if you can if you go to their website, let me just go to FXIFY without logging in. You have all these things with them. It's actually insane. They pay out so fast. Your capital, of course, is the same as everywhere. Just your first withdrawal is on demand. You don't have to wait 2 months. You can just up and you get your demand. You get your payout on demand. So as you can see, no stop loss required. Of course, we're all using stop losses. You get 100% refund as well. And there's a lot of extra beneficial stuff going on here. Look at all these things. I'm not going to explain everything to you. They have MetaTrader 4. It's so nice to trade on MetaTrader 4. And then the best thing is that they actually have a big broker backing them. I think it's somewhere here. So they're backed by a broker, ForexPick. So it's quite nice. And this is going to be a narrative in trading that it's backed by a broker. So I'm a big fan of them. And that's why I bought 3 accounts. So let me quickly log in. So okay, took a while. I'm logged into my account. So let me go to my trading accounts, and they're actually over here, but I clicked it. So let me just wait. As I said to you, I bought 3 accounts with them. I failed one, I passed one. So the failed account is over here. It took the most losses of the losing streak, unfortunately, and it could have survived, but it didn't take any wins. So unfortunately, this account has failed. So that happens. Then we have the phase 2 over here. It hasn't been traded. I can show it to you. So the account balance is still at break even. I just took one very small in and out trade to make the account look active, because I'm going to be trading the phase 2 accounts at the end. So this one is still around break even. This is a phase 2 and I'm going to keep it in the end until I've went through all the phase 1s. Then we have this one. This is of course the failed account, as you can see. Unfortunately, one of the accounts that took all the losses. I don't think I took any win, maybe a small win, but unfortunately that account has been breached. And then I have this is the phase 1 that I passed, as you can see from the summary, passed account. This was the account that I passed in one trade, so it was quite nice. Unfortunately, I went into a bit of arrogance when that happened, and that's why I took a losing streak after. Then if we move on, we have this new one. I'm not sure what the balance is right now. It's break even. It's like 0.5%. It was actually at 5.5%. Oh no, sorry. What am I saying? It was at 7.5%. So quite sad. This one also took heavy loss, but yeah, it happens. I gotta be transparent. So if you look at the trades of these accounts, it was doing quite well. So I had almost 3 accounts passed, and then I had the losing streak. It's the biggest losing streak that I had in 3 years, so it makes sense that a lot of accounts have been in drawdown, but I just want to share this with you. This is what I'm going through right now, and you can see what happened here. We went up to 215k, almost passed, and then unfortunately we took some losses. I'm not sure if we can go over here. So as you can see, 1, 2 here. This was a bigger one. I think this was a market execution, so I should be careful with those when I'm trading higher lots. So as you can see, it took 3 losses, unfortunately, on the account. It happens. But then again, I took a nice win. This is a smaller one, and so I had these wins going. So as I said, I had a big winning streak. before I went into the losing streak, so this is something that I have to deal with. But these are the accounts with FXIFY. Again, if you want to buy an account there, 10% discount code with my name, Jordi10, and I'll put it into the description. Then we have Alpha Capital, which is the new kid on the block. I'm gonna put my camera, I don't know where, so I'm gonna play with my camera during this video. As you can see, I already passed one of the accounts right here. Funny, I made a little mistake. You only have to make 8% on Alpha Capital, but I'm just in this mindset with every prop firm you have to make 10% because that's all I know. So I was trading for 10%, and then I realized that the account was already passed. So this is this account, and we have a look at it. It was quite an easy going. This one didn't take any losses, and it just it's already last month, but it took some nice trades on this one. We can go into the trading journal, but I don't think we can go back to the trades. Doesn't really matter, the trade has been discussed on my YouTube already, so I'm going to be only explaining the trades that I will be taking next. And then I bought the new account, so this is the phase 2 account. As you can see, this is the verification account. I only took one small trade to activate the account, and then we have this new challenge. So 2 accounts break even, as you can see, but basically all accounts are positive, so that's quite nice. I think one account is in drawdown, just very small, but this is what I'm doing with Alpha Capital. 2 200k accounts, one is in phase 2, one is break even at phase 1. And then the last one we have Funded Next, is the last firm that I really want to work with. This account was also, this is the most interesting account of them all actually. If we can look at the equity curve, I'm not sure if they have an equity curve right now, so let me check. I don't think they have one, so that's unfortunate. But if there would be, let me look at trading overview. There's no curve. That's sad. But if you look at this account, I've been trading this account for such a long time. It's insane, man. It's insane. If you look at the positions, yeah, it's so many pages of positions because I took wins, I took losses. This was really, it went. Can I see the? Here is the chart. Here we have it. So if you look at the chart, you can see that the account went to almost getting breached. So this is, can I see what it is? So it's almost, it's like 8% or something, 8.5% in drawdown, struggling. And then I just took one very nice, I think 2 trades, slapped it back up. And then we had this period over here, nice in profit, and we took a small loss right here. So this account was doing quite well. I had a bit of a, it took some more losses than it needed to. Then I had some big wins finally hitting the account, still recovering. So it's nice to see. It's quite an interesting chart, but quite nice how this account has recovered. And let's see if we can still get it past. Let me check if the account is still actually, it's still valid, right? So, okay. It's always tricky if you're trading these accounts and if you go into large drawdown, but everything is still being respected. So quite nice. This is one of the most fun challenges I've ever had. And I think it's going to be satisfying if I actually have a lifetime payout of 59% here. So if I can get this one passed, it's quite nice because I don't have to, I almost keep all the profits. So this is very, very nice. I think I bought this with Ed Mubarak or something, and they had this this extra thing happening. I don't think I have a certificate. Do I have one? No, I don't have one yet with them. So it would be nice to unlock this because I truly believe this is a very decent firm. And I also wanted to show you and explain to you why I'm doing this. So as I already said, I'm trading all these accounts separately. So my first position is taken on this account, second position on this account, and that's why you're seeing weird stats on every account. And I trade every next trade, I go to a new account. So it can happen when I go through all the accounts that I come back for my second trade here, and it can happen that this account takes 2 or 3 losses, but this account takes 2 wins. So this is how I'm trading the accounts. And then whenever I have all the accounts into a 200k phase, in the second phase, in the verification, I will do the same process with the verification phases. And then even if I'm trading the funded accounts live, I'm not going to be putting them all together and trading them with a copier. I'm going to be scaling my capital and just trading account per account so we can get consistent payouts, and I don't have to, like, for example, what I had when I had 1.2 million in funding once, or 1.4. And what happened was I was trading everything with a copier, and it's the worst mistake I ever made, because there was a period where I was in drawdown -4, but it means that sometimes you can struggle to get out of the drawdown, and it can sometimes be 1 or 2 months not getting payouts. So it's quite important that you think about this when you're trading these funded accounts. You can only do this, by the way, this strategy, when you're trading all these accounts and scaling up quite fast, is when you have your data. When your data is looking positive, when you have a good win rate, when you have a good return. Of course, as I said, I had some strong months, as you can see. So the green months, February was a really bad month for me. And now it looks like June. It's not over yet. We'll see how we'll end. It's not going to be the biggest green month, I think, but let's see where we end up. But as you can see, I had 10% return in March. April was almost, well, it's a bit more actually, or less. This is 9.5, so it's not 10. This is 3.5, yeah, this is correct, and this is again actually 9.5. So 2 9.5s and a 3.5. So I had a very good trading period, and yeah, I was hit with a losing streak. So it's quite important that you keep all your data and that you look at all your positions. And well, yeah, let's not go over all the positions, it's gonna take too long. But when you're trading this style, I think it's important that you have a nice track record, that you can actually produce these results, these statistics, and then you can be more aggressive in taking on challenges. And let's see where we end up. I have no idea where we will end up. If I can make over 1 million in capital, it's going to be quite nice. So I don't need to pass all the accounts. To me, it would be nice to get 1 million in capital, but let's see what happens. Let's see if we get out of this losing streak, what will happen. And as I promised to you, I want to show you some positions that I'm looking for. So let's dive into the market. Let's remove this and I'll give you some positions. So first off, I'm looking at euro dollar for a long position, quite nice position to take. If we look at the DXY, we're getting some bearish order flow. I'm not going to be going too much in depth with that, but to me, you can see some people are trying to buy this liquidity sweep right here, but to me it's not enough to go long. I still have a target, this draw on liquidity right here on the DXY. So this is where we actually have buyers came into the market, and I still like to target this move. So I think we can still make this push to the downside. So that's what I'm targeting for the dollar index this week. Of course, you'll be watching this video at the end of the week, but I just want to not give you signals or tell you what to trade, but I want to show you what I'm looking for to trade. This is of course educational, and this is not meant to be, oh, I'm giving you some free setups and you need to trade it. No, I'm giving you this just to learn from what I'm trading from. So as you can see on lower time frames, you can see that we're taking up some buy orders, but still it's not enough. You can see people are trying to short here, and to me, I'm waiting for these shorts to get taken out in order to move even lower to the downside. I think this is the last point of actually liquidity getting manipulated, and I'm actually targeting this low over here, which is what we call draw on liquidity. So I'm targeting this. So this is a position I'm looking to trade. At this point, I like Euro USD. I'm longing this one because the euro is quite strong. If we look at the euro index, we can see that we are moving bullish, but it's not the strongest yet. So I'd like to see a bit more, get some bullish. Yeah, this low is still open, so I don't like it that much. But then the Australian dollar is quite bullish, and I'm looking at, I'm not going to be going fully in depth in this, but I'm also looking at the Aussie against the dollar. As you can see, we get some nice bullish order flow right here. All these buyers getting taken out right here. Okay, we get a chain liquidity, demand chain, whatever efficiency that you want to call it. So we're giving price to the next point up, we get another sweep, all these buyers get taken out. We still have sellers above here that can be taken out, so this is my target. So looking at this, we get a sweep over here, we get a sweep over here, we're moving bullish, we get an order block, we want to trade that order block and take it to our draw on liquidity this high where we want to take out the sellers into the market, and that's what I'm looking for. Same or next to that we have Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar is pretty weak, especially when we have an Australian dollar that's quite strong, so I'm looking for longs on this setup. Same story, we can see that we have some buyers getting taken out there, and we can see that we are following up right here. Same thing, we get a little manipulation here, we get a follow-up manipulation, and now I'm waiting for this level to get taken and move until this draw on liquidity this high where we have the first shorts. Also, these levels have been taken out, so it's quite nice for me to look for a long opportunity right here. So that's what I'm looking for, that's what I'm going to be trading. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm taking a lot of time to make these videos. I really love making these videos. Please put something in the comments if you're going on with the same challenge. If you're trying to get funded, let me know. Again, FXIFY, my #1 favorite. I'll put my code in the bottom in the description. And then if you have any questions, if you want to see something else on this channel, let me know. This is going to be episode 1 of the prop firm challenge, and I'm going to be updating you in a couple of weeks what happened, what positions I took. Of course, I'm not trading very actively, so it wouldn't be interesting to make a video every week about this, but let's come back to this in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and let's see if we can make a video about episode 2. And I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode, hopefully with a couple of challenges passed, and I'll see you soon.